I have been struggling from this for 3 years. So I thought about it's better to struggle together instead of struggling alone.
Okay, let's go.
I am such a control freak. I need to have control over everything. I don't feel safe when I'm not in control. So I try to control everything. I try to control how people viewed me. I try to control my own routine. I try to control even the people that I loved. I'm tiring myself in order to have some control. But at the end of the day, it is Allah who has all the control. Like we have this illusion that we are in control, but we know that He is the one who is in control. If you struggle with this as well, first of all, hey bestie, and second of all, let's figure it out together. Like Allah allowed me to let go 80 of the person. There are still time when I struggle with letting go, but it's like far better than it was a few months ago. I was in 9th grade. I wanted to become a monitor in my class. So I tried everything I could. Like I worked so hard, I studied so hard. Like I got all A's in my test, and I was the first to raise my hand whenever my teacher would ask something, and I was the first to do my homework. Like everything I tried to in order to become the monitor of my class, right? So guess what? Sir made a girl monitor that was like a less smarter than me. Like this group, and I was like the first one to tell that I have done my work, right? So, but since I was desperate, I didn't become the monitor. So like girls said this as well, that you are a lot smarter than this monitor, but I was like, I don't know, like I was so upset about it because I really wanted to become the monitor. In 10th grade, I was like, okay, you know what, I am done. Like I am done pleasing my sir. I am done trying to have his approval and everything. Like I don't care. So in 10th grade, whenever sir asked a question, I would be the first one to raise my hand as well, but not because I wanted to become monitor, but because I knew the answer. Now I was not chasing to become a monitor. So guess what? Sir made me the monitor, and I was so surprised. I was like, no, I don't want to become the monitor, and now he made me a monitor. I realized this. When you are chasing something, when you're so desperate to have something, it just goes away from you. Like when you chase something, like for example, this is something that you want to have, and you chase it, it will run away from you, and you will chase it even more, it will run away even more. I learned this lesson that instead of chasing something, you attract it. And how you attract it? By letting go, by becoming detached from it. A few months ago, I was trying to have something, like so desperately I was trying to have something, and the more I try to have it, the more it seems to run away from me. And I was like, I was crying in front of Allah, I was complaining. But now I was like, okay, I have let it go. Leave my affairs in the hands of Allah. I don't know how it's going to happen, and I don't need to know how it's going to happen, because Allah knows it, how it's going to happen. Then it's not like my job to try to control it, because it's the one that is doing it is Allah. I won't share what it is yet. I will share it after a few months, because I'm a private person and I don't like to share what is happening in my life. But I will share it after a few months, so you can have this video as a proof. So believe me, I cried all night. I complained in front of Allah. I said all of the things from my narrow perspective. I said everything. But guess what? I did not have it. But the moment I stopped controlling, the moment I let go of it, the moment I said, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I firmly believe that Allah is going to take care of it, and I don't need to know how it's going to happen, because that is none of my business how Allah does it. Guess what? All of a sudden it came to me, because I let go to the one that has control over everything. Like that has control over people's heart, that has control over like literally everything. He is the Rabb of the impossible, and yet I was crying over the possible. The moment I let go, that thing came to me. The thing that I was chasing so desperately with all of my efforts, that thing came to me. So in order to let go, you must have to have trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You must have to have firm belief that Allah is going to take care of you. Allah is going to take care of you. Like, we humans don't like it when we are not in control, because it's scary, right? But if you understand that Allah wants the best for you, the one who you are living it is Allah that wants the best for you, then of course you won't be in vain. Your struggles or your like letting go or your trust won't be in vain. Allah won't betray you. Allah won't abandon your trust. Allah is the one like who fulfills all of his promises. Allah is the one who like says the truth. If you believe in this, that Allah says the truth, then you will have that level of trust in him.